let's talk about this text. Why did you send the text and to who? I'm not going to ask you what the text was because I've seen enough of them and I believe I know what's in it. But I want to ask you why you sent this text and to who you sent the text.
Well, I sent it to my boyfriend, but we're kind of it's complicated, right?
Here
It's
we
complicated
go.
right now. I sent it because I felt like I had really big emotions coming up
Okay.
and I needed that validation. I find myself like needing these attachments when I'm having these really, really, really big emotions. And and I realized like in that moment, I was like, I don't know how to self-soothe. Like, I don't know how to
There
feel
you
like I can do this on my own. And so
go. Mhm.
that's the reason why I sent the text message, because I needed some kind of validation from someone, from
Okay.
him. Yeah.
First, I want to say already that I admire your awareness because you were able to say that I sent this text, but I know I sent this text because I wanted some level of like connection from him, which looked like validation in that moment.
Yeah.
But I also sent it because I know that I have not been doing that enough for myself, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is amazing, Erica. First, I want to ask you, how long have you been dating this boyfriend, not boyfriend?
We've been together for 3 years on and off. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna jump in and point any red flags, but I think, you know, by your tiny smile that you feel in there, you already know what might be a red flag and not. But
Yeah.
what's more important for us is to evaluate why is it on and off. Let me first ask you a question off the top of the bat. And for everybody else who's listening, I want you to answer this question that I'm asking Erica herself. Do you and I really want you to be I want you to own up to this moment, Erica, because you've invited this moment. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. It's gonna be fucking challenging. Are you ready for that first?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Boom. Perfect. So there's gonna be tough questions, and I'm gonna break it down because I want to give this to you, what you attracted. Do you think you deserve a 3 year committed relationship or a 3 year on and off relationship? What do you think you really deserve?
I think that in my current mind space, like I have shown up really insecure, and I think that that's why I've had in like a 3 year on and off relationship, because I haven't been able to find what I really deserve, which is like a
Right.
committed relationship. Yeah.
But you see, so first, again, I love your awareness because you're being really honest with yourself. This is so, so, so powerful and helpful because it shows us where we're at. If we're not being honest about where we're at, we can't move from there, right? Then we think we're in another position. But did you hear when you finished the answer, you came all the way back and you said, but I'm not in the place where I can get what I deserve, which is a committed relationship. My question was, what do you deserve? Not where are you at right now and what are you attracting? Because it's obvious what you're attracting. But you
Yeah.
know you really want that 3 year relationship, right? Or a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I want to stop fighting. I want to stop
Mhm.
like the back and forth. And yeah, I wish that I could have a relationship with someone that I felt safe. I felt safe putting the phone down and not having to reach out all the time because I don't
Yeah,
get a response, or like so many things. Yeah.
of course. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's break it down a little further. How many siblings do you have, Erica, if I may ask?
I'm an only child.
I'm going to break this down and give you a little more clarity as to where a lot of this may be coming from. So you may actually find more of the answers of what to do in the present moment, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of us think that it has to do with our partner and how we speak to them. That's only the surface. It has to be why we're even attracting them and therefore having to speak to them in a certain way.
Hmm.
So when you grew up, you said you were the only child. What was your connection like with your father?
Not good.
Okay. Can you tell me more about it? Tell us all. Like we're all like watching right
Ooh, okay. I 100% connected with you said like we're all looking for affection. The anxious has that abandonment wound always on the surface. Yeah, my dad, he moved out of the house when I was 15 and I didn't see him for a lot of years. Whenever I had a really secure mom, but whenever I tried to reach out to my dad, inconsistent. He also was an alcoholic, so he
Mm.
would be really
Even more
good and then he
inconsistent.
would, relapse and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's a lot, but basically
Okay.
it was
No, no,
inconsistent.
it's okay. We're not here to like to shame the situation. We're here to analyze it. So
Yeah.
let's. You said until you were 15, your dad was there at home. But what was that like? Was that like a quality relationship? Was your dad really actively present, or even then was it inconsistent? Okay.
No. Yeah,
Now,
it was
I'm going
inconsistent.
to tell you something evolutionarily, and for everybody listening, especially for a lot of those who identify as, the feminine or women on here who are listening, let me tell you something about development psychology. The way evolution has designed like the development of children is that for the boy child, how the mother figure really shows up plays a massive part in what the boy starts to understand of himself, and therefore also what he starts to understand about future relationships with women that he can have. And this is because this is ultimately meant to create the procreation of the to extend the procreation of the species. That's how it was designed evolutionarily. Because where do we get our idea of our relationships? Otherwise, we don't really get them from anywhere, right? When we're kids, we have to get them from the opposite sex parent. And so for the girl child, what's so important for her, even if she has, let's say, two same-sex parents, just considering where we are in today's world, but one identifies as a masculine and one identifies as a feminine, for the girl child, it matters so much how the masculine identity showed up, because there are some things the masculine provides which are very obvious. For those of you listening, again, in relationships, the masculine tends to provide a lot of safety, a lot of security, a lot of stability, a lot of grounding, a lot of protection. It also provides a lot of like nurturing, but it's not the same kind of nurturing that the mother provides. Now, what happens to a girl child when you have the inconsistency of this masculine energy? Let's say it's not even present. Let's say it's so wounded. Let's say it's projecting its own problems and shames by into alcohol and then ultimately avoiding this girl child and running away. If I were to tell you this is the idea of what a girl child is going to perceive her relationships look like, then what do you think happens in her future? She's going to start recreating that relationship, right? She's unconsciously going to seek that same type of relationship, that same type of connection. But I want to ask you a big question. Why do you think she's seeking that? Why do you think she's seeking this kind of, let's say, dysfunctional relationship rather than a functional one? Why hasn't she gone to recreate a new idea of a relationship? Why is she still chasing this relationship that she kind of had with her dad?
It's just familiar. Like it's like what
Good.
you've always known
No,
as love, right?
absolutely.
Hey, and welcome to the Inner Yats YouTube page. If you like our content, make sure you click the like and the subscribe button so that you get more of these amazing videos that keep coming your way.